Joining me is Wayne Heili. He's Managing Director and the CEO of Peninsula Energy. Great to see you, sir. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
So you are busy looking to restart the Lance projects in Wyoming. And so you say this is the only U.S. authorized low pH in situ recovery project. So give us a brief overview and update here.
Well, thank you. Over the last several years, we've been working to re-permit our project from an alkaline chemistry to a low pH chemistry. The reason is that across the world, countries like Kazakhstan, which is the world's leading uranium producer, Australia and other places, the low pH chemistry has proven to be much more effective. In the United States, our industry has always used alkaline chemistry, but we've decided as a company to bring the low pH chemistry to the United States so we can also have that most cost-effective and efficient chemistry for us. Today, the project team is very active, restarting the project with the low pH chemistry. So we're excited about where we are as a company, bringing a project back online and producing uranium with a new to the U.S. technology.
That's great. And within the Lance, you've got 3 projects. So you're busy licensing, permitting at Kendrick, and you say that Barber has lots of potential as well. And so overall, what is the potential to scale these projects?
So the Lance projects are 3 projects. There's the Ross, the Kendrick, and the Barber projects. When we started licensing, we licensed a small and discrete area called the Ross area. That's the area that had the most or the highest density of drilling, and we had the most confidence, the highest number of measured and indicated resources. Across the Kendrick and the Barber area, there's a higher proportion of inferred resources. We found when we were drilling at Ross that as we converted the inferred resources to measured and indicated, we upgraded the resource quantity by a factor of 2 to 4. So while the vast majority of the project has wide space drilling, the areas where we drilled in close, we expanded the resource. So today the projects collectively have about 54 million pounds of resource, measured, indicated, and inferred, and about 30 million of that's inferred. We think the upside potential for the project is in a multiple of 3 to 5, and that eventually, if we continue drilling and bringing the drill spacing closer, that we could have an additional 100 to 160 million pounds of resource at the project, making it a very, very long life uranium production project.
Now, in terms of the environment in the U.S., Wayne, you've got that contract with the Department of Energy, uranium reserve. What would you say about the environment in terms of the government support and just the tailwinds in general in the sector?
Right, they're tailwinds. The space today, you're seeing life extensions of nuclear power plants. You're seeing projects that were slated to be shut down and decommissioned, getting a new lease on life. And then you see the growth of small modular reactors, like in the state of Wyoming where I live. We're going to have one of the first demonstration small modular reactors. They're putting a SMR in at a retiring coal-fired powered plant, and they're going to replace the coal-fired generation with nuclear generation. When that got announced, people lined up and said, "Me too, I want one of those." That is really cool because the small modular reactors can fit in the space that the coal-fired plants did, and they can serve with clean, green nuclear energy for the future. So the tailwinds for nuclear today are incredible in the United States.
All right, so you're in Wyoming. Now, don't be modest here. You are a specialist, an expert in this area, in that state, in situ, and you worked at UR Energy. So what are the keys to understanding these projects and to executing them and getting them into production?
Well, over my career, and I don't know when you become an expert, but now 35 years into my career, I've worked at quite a few projects, and you have to recognize right up front, every project has its unique mineralization, its unique characteristics. You need to know how to employ your technology with each characteristic. So, the Lance mineral is a little different than the mineral at the other projects, so the UR Energy project that we brought on production. It took a different chemistry. That's one of the motivating factors for us to go to the low pH chemistry, is that we could really get that project to produce well with the low pH. So the key to this is understanding the geometallurgy, the hydrology, all of the technical aspects and applying them properly.
For those investors, lastly here, Wayne, who may not know the company that well, you've been elucidating that well and giving them information. But if you were to narrow it down to, say, 2 or 3 things, what's the investment case overall for Peninsula?
Well, today, if you're looking for a uranium producer, or an emerging uranium company, we're on the front foot. We made the decision to return to production. In the first quarter of this year, we should achieve commercial production levels. So for the balance of the year, we will be producing uranium for our customers. We have a contract book that supported that decision. We have an improving uranium market. We have the technical team. We've technically de-risked, operationally and regulatorily de-risked, and we have the market position to move forward. So we're in a great position as a company, and that sets us apart from our peers.
Exciting stuff. All right. Thanks, Wayne. Wayne Heili, he's the CEO of Peninsula Energy.